head to the Three Kings Islands to take on Kelly Tarlton's search for the lost treasure ship, the Ilingamite.
We'll head below using 50-year-old diving equipment and battle huge swells and dangerous tides.
Where's the boat?
To try and reveal just what Tarlton faced
Wouldn't want it to get much rougher.
when he took on one of the most deadly environments in the world.
There is an absolute reason why not many people have dived the Ilingamite.
Tarlton's aim was not only to raise the treasure, but to be the first to live and tell the tale. The sheltered waters off the Northland coast are nothing like the violent conditions we'll face at the Three Kings. But we'll need to learn the quirks of our almost 50-year-old scuba gear in a far less dangerous environment.
The thing about diving on a wreck, particularly one as old as this one, is that it's not going to look like an intact boat when we're down there. There have been 100 years of storms and swells. We've almost completely broken it up. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Oh, how are they? Dry?
Yeah, dry, good.
Oh, excellent. The best we can really hope for while down there is pretty much expect an underground junkyard.
It seems our only hope of finding any fragments of the passenger ship is to search beneath every rock, to examine every piece of coral, hunting for anything that could offer us a clue to the Ilingamite's final resting place. But just as we begin to lose hope, out of the gloom, Jamie stumbles upon an object that has no natural reason to be on the ocean floor. It's an iron girder from the hull of the Ilingamite.
It's good. Oh yeah. Mate, how about that, eh? Honestly, I seriously didn't think we were going to get there. Fantastic.
So the problem they had was how to come up with a system that was going to move all that sand. So they came up with a very ingenious plan. It's like a giant vacuum cleaner. You stick this end in the sand, and to create the suction effect, what you do is to connect this end. Do you want to hold on to this?
Yeah.
This end into the exhaust of the regulator.
We're going to put the team's ingenious airlift invention to the test. It's unnerving to be attaching the airlift hose to my mouthpiece. To be messing around with the one thing that's keeping me alive seems like a crazy thing to do. But the airlift works perfectly.
You know, when you first think of the name Kelly Tarlton, an underwater aquarium comes to mind. So, for recreational divers like us, I thought this would be great.
I always thought that treasure hunting was about as good as an adventure as you could get. But now, having been out on the wreck site and seeing the size of those swells, and seeing the cold and the fatigue,
All the sharks.
and being down deep, you know, and sucking in that thick air, it's not a very glamorous thing at all.
For Kelly and those other divers, you know, they were living a knife edge with safety and looking out for one another on one side. And on the other, they had this ambition and desire to find all of that gold. You know, they were risk takers.
Oh, he certainly had the bug, yeah. He dived on the Ilingamite year after year in wrecks around the country and around the whole world.